Situ. Come on in. This way, behind the step. Jean, there's a journalist from the Frontier for you.
Ah, there you are. Bonjour. Oh, we've been waiting for you. Come closer. I'm Jean. I'll be the one taking you around the command post. Right. Sign the registration sheet and then off we go. Come. All we need is a signature opposite your newspaper. Now, give me back the sheet. Perfect. I've got several things to show to you. Do you have your notebook? The 6 stages of your visit will be set down in your notebook. This way. Follow me. Right. Here you are at the heart of the uprising in Paris. Chilly, isn't it? Can you feel the humidity? That's what you get when you're 20 meters below ground. But don't worry. You'll get used to it pretty quickly. The colonel chose the location, so we set up shop here. I'll show you the first room. Make sure you stay behind me. Apparently, some people were singing the Marseillaise this morning in Rue Soufflot. Out in the street, belting it out. Can you believe it? That's the dormitory. Okay, it's not the Ritz, but it's comfortable. We get salt pork and white bread. I'm not turning down the pork, but I'd love a bit of butter. Can you even remember what butter tastes like? Well, the Allies are en route. And our mission is to destabilize the German troops and stop them from destroying the city. Let's go and see Roll. This way. Colonel, it's Le Franc-Tireur for you. For the article.
Enter.
After you.
The show. Your paper will be of help to us. So sharpen your pencil and ping back your ears. What you can see here are the FFE and the resistance. Our mission is to organize the uprising of Paris with the local population. By the time the Allies arrive, we need to have saved the local, kept the Hun at bay, and prevented the collaborator from doing any harm. And believe you me, that's not walk in the park. We are short of everything. Arms, munitions, and of course men. It's quite simple. You need to tell your reader that any able-bodied man can consider himself mobilized. I have drawn up a call to arms. Are you ready to write it down? Why, certainly. I'll read it to you. Is your device on? Away we go then. The FFE and the local populace are engaged in the battle for Paris. Each time that our soldiers have engaged in mobile guerrilla warfare, they have whipped out the enemy. And yet the danger remains. Rapid movements from enemy tanks. This danger is easy to counter. We simply need to stop the Hun from advancing. To do that, the entire population of Paris, men, women, and children, must build barricades and bring down trees across the avenues, boulevards, and main streets. Lucy's typed it up. Here you go. You can publish it in full. Take it with your virtual hand by touching it. The Jerrys have occupied the capital for 4 years now, so they've had enough time to blow up the bridges. For the moment, they are all still intact, and we are making sure that this remains the case, as the Allies need to get in, and also, we don't want to have Paris reduced to rubble. In the Paris area, the situation changes every hour. If you have a map, then I'll show you what I mean. Open it out here by looking at the middle of the desk. Magnifique, a map of Paris. I mark off the areas that have been taken by our boys. Right. Where shall I begin? So, here, all along the rive gauche, we've got some excellent barricades, solid stuff. Saint-Germain is here, and Saint-Michel, Luxembourg, and Port-Royal. They are ours for good. Rive droite. Things were a bit more difficult on the right bank, but we managed to take back the Hôtel de Ville and the Prefecture. Our fighters also took a fair few prisoners as well as enemy troops. It was good work all round. Behind you, there are 2 pens. Can you go and fetch them, please? Voilà. Give them to me, please. Right. The news is less cheery over here in Vincennes. We attacked the fort, but we're pushed back. But we will attack again. We can't just leave them be. Here, in the northeast suburbs, we have Bagnolet, les Pavillons sous bois, Drancy, Pantin. All the town halls have been recaptured by our forces. We had a tougher time getting them out of Montreuil, but they won't be back in a hurry. Let me tell you that.
Colonel! 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 It's coming from everywhere! We're out of petrol!
Follow the colonel. He's
Well,
right there.
There I was telling you about guerrilla warfare. This is it. No petrol, no incendiary devices. And those are perfect anti-tank weapons. Crude, but they get the job done.
Landry on the line, Colonel!
Landry, roll here. We are finally out of petrol. If we don't get more supplies quickly, then I don't know how our boys can be expected to defend themselves. I've no choice but to requisition some. How much can you give me from civilian stocks? 10%? Is that all? Zut alors. And what about the clandestine stock? We can have it all. Very well. That will do for us. I will have the requisition order draw up straight away. Merci, Landry. You wanted a photo, didn't you? Now is the perfect time. Very good, thank you. Make sure you tell your readers. Paris is being liberated. Farewell, perhaps, our path. We'll cross again. Jean, I must go. I have work to do.
Let's keep going this way. This is when we're going to see the collaborators flushed out, like startled rabbits. They're not going to get away with what they've done. We know where to find them. Voila! I think I've shown you everything. You should have enough to write quite an article with all that. I'll see you out. Au revoir! We're in good hands here with the Colonel. Take care out there, okay? And next time we meet, it will be up above ground and Paris will be free.